video I just did, there was a lot of stuff being said on the video that I just did in the backyard, and it was breaking up so bad. I said I wanted to address some of the questions that and some of the things you guys were saying, because I couldn't hardly see it, number one, because of the sun. And so I'm going to address it. I'm going to play the video back. I'm going to start right where you guys told me that I'm breaking up. So right now I'm back up at the house, but I'm going to address a couple of the stuff, because some of the stuff y'all was saying, I started reading the comments. Some of the stuff y'all was saying was really important. So as you see, I'm watching my own video again, but this is you guys, and I'm about to read some of this. So I'm going to be able, this is for you. So now if you have questions, I'm going to answer you immediately, but I'm going to be, my main focus is to answer some of the stuff that you guys said here, because it was really important. A lot of you said some real important stuff. So I'm going to be able to pause this and get back to you guys. Okay? Esteban Wood said my head look a little big. Yeah, I know. Big bro. I love you too. Okay. I'm gonna try to move on, but I'm watching you guys on both screens. Okay. I know I'm a mess. Yard and Food Forest. I said, you know what? I only had a little coffee this morning because I'll sit down, drink some coffee, and get lazy. So I didn't have that much. But I said, you know what? Somebody mentioned coffee while I was in the backyard, and I'm about to crank it. I'm going to crank it up. So let me speed this up a little bit so I can get into these questions. Dan Organic Food Forest said, don't depend on the government for nothing. Dan Organic Food Forest said, do not depend on the government for nothing. Don't depend on anybody for nothing. Nobody. This is about you. You have to, I told y'all in the last video, you are responsible for you. The police can't do everything. You know, the police is there to clean up the mess. It's your responsibility to protect yourself and to feed yourself. We really can't blame it on everybody else. Stop giving everybody else the power over you. I say that in almost every video. Yard and Food Forest say, you got that right. Can't depend on no one. I learned this the hard way. I did too. That's why I do this the way I do it. Okay. I'm talking about the temperatures in the video right now. Somebody, Lovely Dissa said in Chicago too, when I was talking about the temperatures dropping below like record lows. If anybody is watching me in Chicago right now or up north anywhere, let me know your temperatures and where you are. And you tell me, is that normal? I'm from up north too, so I ain't been down here but 10 years. So well, no. God, times 18 years, whew, almost. So I still know what the temperatures are down there. Okay. So let me know what your temperatures are, because down south we looking at 30s, 20s, and it's damn near February. Hey, Supreme Family Garden, this is February, so this is not right. Ain't nothing normal. Okay. Tetra Ware said, I started my garden because one too many E. coli, USDA, not preventing these messes, just trying to clean them up. Exactly. You know what you do in your garden because it's yours. You don't know what they doing. You don't even know really what their job is. They just there to say, hey, we watching over you. But for some reason, just like it's always a recall. So if y'all doing your job, why is it a recall all the time on food? Somebody ain't doing their job. Just the only reason they end up doing the recall is somebody got caught. You know, somebody about to get caught or they got caught. So right there, somebody wasn't doing their job in the first damn place. Just somebody finally was like, look, man, I'm telling. Oh, okay. So, okay, I'm going to get back into these questions. Some just came up. Okay, Lovely Dissa, I think she said she was up in Chicago. Yes, it is 16 degrees right now. Believe it or not, that's not too bad. You got to also roll out, load it up, and take it with you. Yes, that she was talking about the air mattress. I'm originally from Connecticut, Rattler 99 says. Okay, gardening with dirty hands and poop. What? Wait, let me back up. Oh, gardening with dirty hands and pooping in the roads. Tetra. What? I'm live. What?
Oh.
What?
No, I was asking if I could borrow $20 because I really need gas for class this week. I'll be able to give you $30 on 22nd, though.
When you need it? Right now?
Yeah, I'm like literally, I only got 15 miles on my car. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
See, grow some food. Go upstairs and get my wallet out of my work pants.
I'm sorry, I did not know he was on live.
Whether I'm live or not, you never stop being somebody's daddy. You can't pause that. So, hiring for less than minimum wage, you got poor workers with poor idea of quality control. You know what? I say that all the time. I'm not going to mention the big box store that I used to be a supervisor at, but I'm going to say this. They used to always want me to write. I had a problem with them. They used to always want me to write up. They wanted me to hire a younger, more beautiful staff to bring customers in, right? But at the same time, they wanted me to hire high school kids. Nothing wrong with that. High school kids need jobs too. But then you have to ask yourself, what are you expecting? Did you see that one? Young adult, okay? She need $20 for gas. The thing is, you get what you hire. Don't, not kidding. $20.
Yeah, that's...
I got my card statement,
When have I ever took a card?
I don't know. I don't know what you do. Just $20.
Thank you. I need that.
So, all right. What? Hey. What you? Oh, you just going to get the gas?
Yeah.
I was about to say, don't get cash off that card. That's gonna cost me even more. Just okay. Yeah. Anyway, lost my train of thought. Parenting duties come first. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. Like I say, I'm dad too. So this comes off and I'm dad. It's like Superman and the glasses thing. Not depend on anyone but yourself to grow food. Grow your own food, y'all, so you don't have to depend on nobody else. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I was talking about something and that's gone. But anyway. Oh, we was talking about the USDA. If you grow your own stuff, also can your food. What? Let me back up because I'm lost. I'm reading stuff that don't make sense to me. Okay. You got that right. Depend on everyone to clean up. Hi, everyone. Supreme Family Garden. Okay. Hiring, that's what I was talking about. I was hiring these employees they wanted me to hire. I was hiring kids. Here's the problem with that. Then they get on me because they say, listen, that kid got a cell phone. They can't have cell phones on the floor. And I'm like, listen, we don't got customers, So I tells the kids, go over to the side and do your thing, But when you see people, you greet them. When you see people put the phone away, and they say, well, we can't have that. We don't want phones out here at all. Okay. You just had me hire high school students, children. You're paying them minimum wage, garbage, just enough for gas money. Gonna sit there and take taxes out of that. But you want quality customer service from children. That's almost some slave shit. You want me to fire this little girl because she had her phone out when a customer walked up and asked her, where does she find the hanging nails for pictures? I'm not firing her. You fire her. You hired children. You going to get children labor. They're children. They don't care. You got to think about that. You know what I'm saying? But then, oh, we can't pay them that much. We can't pay them that much. So you only hire elderly people and you hire children. Anybody with any sense. That's why you can't hire nobody with no damn sense. I ain't saying elderly people don't got sense. I'm talking about elderly people just need a little something to supplement their income that they already got. Okay? So the thing is, you're going to hire children because you're trying to put money in your pocket to make yourself rich. That's the kind of service you're going to get. So, needless to say, I let that job go. I got morals, people. It's certain reasons why I'm not a nurse no more. It's certain reasons why I'm not a supervisor in certain places anymore. I got morals. And at the end of the day, I hate saying that word, at the end of the day. But when it comes down to it, I got to sleep with me. Yep, I'm back on, Lovely. I got to sleep with me every night. And I'm the one got to pray to God about my sins and everything else I did. Nobody else. I can't say, well, he made me do this, Lord. Oh, nope. Me. I made the decision to go along with whatever was told for me to do. And I'm not with it. If I'm not with it, I'm not having it. So, with that being said, they paying people garbage, and you're going to get garbage quality. What do you think is supposed to come from that? I go to certain stores. I'm going to call them out because I love them. It's a grocery store down here called Publix. They're a little bit on the expensive side, but I'm going to tell you one thing. It reminds me of when I was a kid, I was a bag boy in a grocery store. We had to wear damn near everything you wear to church. We had to wear hard-toe shoes, hard-sole shoes, a tie, long sleeve shirt. We was clean, but we had to carry your bag out to the car, quality, and had to pretend like we care about your bread, because we really didn't. I was a child, I was 15 years old, but we had to act like we cared. Nowadays, they don't give a damn. Ain't no dress code. You don't know who to ask in the store. Have y'all ever had an old person or, let me stop saying that old person stuff. That's so terrible. Anybody ask you, excuse me, where are the beans? And you kind of look at them like, I don't know. I don't work here. You can't get mad at them. Because you walk in the grocery store and nobody got on no uniforms. Pants are sagging down, hair all toe up. You don't know chewing gum, earrings everywhere on you. You don't know who to ask where the beans at. You know what I'm saying? So stop taking offense to them people, because I do it sometimes, and I've done it. I seen a lady in the biggest store in America, and I said, excuse me, I was looking for this CB radio y'all had on sale. And I said it was in this aisle, but she said, sir, I don't know. Look, you don't work here? She said, no. I'm so sorry. See what I'm saying? All the professionalism is out the window. So anyway, let's get back into this, because I know I went off on a tangent, because I talk about quality service all day. Some stuff is just worth paying for. Like your trees. Sometimes you catch a good sale on trees and garden supplies in some different places. Sometimes it's not worth it. If you're going to buy this little hand shovel, as soon as you dig it in the dirt, it bends and breaks. Even though you only spent $1 on it, now your dollar's in the trash. I'm going to go back. I'm sorry. I went off on a tangent like I do. I'm trying to tighten this up. I'm going to stay on here 30 minutes, and then I'm going to be done, if that. Supreme Family, okay, not to depend on anyone but yourself, grow food. Yes, also grow your food. High school kids, okay, we went into that. How cold was it up there last night? Last night was 24 degrees last night here. That's why I came home and I hurried up and I covered stuff up, and some stuff I just couldn't cover. And I found out the hard way that those plastic tarps or putting plastic over top of your trees make things worse than it actually really is. That's going to hurt your tree more than you just leaving it out in the open. I hope you believe it, because it's the truth. Because that plastic lay on them leaves like that, and it get cold, and it actually burns it worse. It's almost like the plastic gets so cold it burns your leaves worse than you just leaving it out, leaving your tree exposed. At least the ice crystals will form on your leaves, and it becomes a natural barrier. The ice crystals become a natural barrier, and it won't destroy your tree. It'll kill the leaves, but not destroy your tree. I've learned over years, I don't put plastic on top of nothing because it makes it worse. Okay, I'm gonna go back in here. Okay, nobody's saying nothing yet. And somebody just, okay. Here we go. When do we start germination for spring veggies in California? I have no idea because I don't live in California, Patricia. But I will say this, even though I don't live in California, to me, this is my own opinion and what I do. I start germinating seeds whenever the hell I want to, and I'm going to tell you why. Because while you indoors, you can try to start some seeds whenever. If you got a right container, I can get one of those big old totes. And I done started some right now. I got some tomatoes and everything else going right here. I started me some seeds the other day. And it ain't time to start that stuff, but I am. I'm getting ready. I told y'all, it ain't a game to me. Normally I wait and I might buy a little flat of already done vegetables sometime when I ain't got the time. Since I've been doing the career I do now, I ain't been having the time. I'm starting all these seeds. I'm starting seeds that ain't got no business being started right now. I got sweet potatoes in jars, growing those out because this spring, this weather already crazy. So really, we don't have no idea when to grow nothing. So I'm going for gold. I'm out here trying to grow however, whenever I can. The weather is making it so you can't follow the rules anymore. You can't follow the weather rules. You can't follow, hey, the full moon and all. No, we don't know. This weather is so nutty. It's kind of like some stuff is growing out there that shouldn't be growing. Peach trees and everything else. Think about that for a second. So after I did that video with y'all telling y'all about that peach tree done start blooming, and I planted some seeds right when I was done with that video. These seeds right here. I got some tomatoes, some jalapeno peppers. I got some bell pepper. I love my jalapeno peppers. Some bell peppers. I got all kind of stuff I planted because I'm ready. So, okay. Okay, it's 21. Somebody said, Lifestyle Gardener said it's negative 21 degrees in Toronto, Canada. Good God. KT says it's negative 9 in Ohio. That's where I'm from. I don't miss that weather, man. I know you're going. They die in California, breed, adapt variety. Okay, in the kitchen now planting store-bought garlic. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Plant everything you can before you go throwing the butt ends of the garlic away. Before, oh, this garlic been in the refrigerator too long because it done start growing green out the top. That's a good thing. Put that back in the dirt and regrow it. It's time. So it looked like I must have lost everything that I was trying to read on here. I get that when I wear blue going to the Ross. Yeah. When do you start germination? Okay. Supreme Family Garden say, remember the watermelon challenge this year. What watermelon challenge? In the kitchen now, plants. What watermelon challenge we talking about? Yes, the climate change is something else. DJ Chin Chin says, yes, the climate change is something else. Can't blame it on El Nino. these coal producing companies with these fossil fuels has messed up everything. Yeah, that in the cars and everything. Does it matter what the temperature is inside your house? Yeah, Patricia, you got to think about it. Think about, you want it to have the same environment that it had outside. Even if it likes humidity, every now and then you got to go out there and spritz it. Get you a little water bottle from, you know, one of these stores. Fill it with water and just spritz it every now and then, because you want it to have this as close as you can get to the same environment as it would have outside. Around the same temperatures and whatever humidity and whatever, however it needs to be watered, you kind of want to try your best. How much light, you want to try your best to simulate that. Now, as you can see, I don't have any problem with light. Y'all wonder why I don't never talk about grow lights or anything? I never talk about grow lights or anything like that, because my kitchen, we don't even have to cut the lights on. Because it's almost like my whole kitchen is a giant sunroom, so I bring all my plants in here. So this is where I start my seeds and everything else, because everything is right, the sun is right here all day. So that's a blessing, by the way. Okay. Oh, Supreme Family Garden, you know what? I can't grow no big ones. I can grow a bunch of sugar babies, but hey, you name the contest, and I'm down with that. We can do that. Watermelon challenge, watermelon growing challenge. Everybody can participate in that, no matter where they at. Essie's, I've been watching all your videos. Girl, you over there clowning. I like what I've been seeing, especially that prepping video with the supplies. I ain't had time to comment, because I got some stuff I want to add to that. I mean, comment on that one. Okay. As he says, Uncle, I will be in your area Saturday for a fashion show. Send me email, please. You and Lady Leg can come. I will do that. As a matter of fact, I'll do that ASAP, as soon as I'm done with this video. Okay. DJ Chin plants don't like to move around, so you find a place in your house and keep it there. Man, let me tell you something. That was some of the best advice that we never mentioned. That's so true. When you find a place in your house, they just like people. You keep moving your plant from, you find out kind of where your tree or your plant want to be, because it's going to show you. Leaves going to start dropping, everything else. After a while, it's going to start, okay, it's doing okay right here. Leave it there. If it look like it's kind of getting sad, leave it alone. You keep moving it. It can't get used to its environment with the lighting situation, everything, just like people. Leave it alone. So trust and believe. Get them in the house, leave it there. So, man, that was some good information. Okay, Donna D, question about chickens. Now you talking my language.
Motion detected at the front door.
Okay. When starting off with chickens, how long should you keep them in a coop before letting them out so that they won't wander off? That's my thing right there. I don't need no receipt. I trust you. I get a.
You going in?
Yeah, man. I got to pay for this.
You going in on me like I was gonna bring you your car.
I don't know about you half the time. The chickens. I leave my chickens inside the coop. Now, are you talking about little chicks? Because I'll leave the little chicks in the coop and won't let them out until I start seeing feathers, fully feathered. Now, are you talking about pullets, like little young chickens? What are we talking about? Chicks or little teenager chickens? Because all that play a difference. If they big, I'll leave them inside the coop for about a week, sometimes 2 weeks, and just keep feeding them and make sure the water. That's why all my water, if you ever watch my video, I keep my feed and my water inside the coop. Because that way, number one, to keep predators from snooping around like possums and raccoons, to keep them from just finding it immediately, because that attracts them in. And two, so the chickens find out real quick where home is. Home is where the shelter is, food, and water, just like humans. You put too much of that, keep on throwing that stuff out in the yard, which I do find a lot of the YouTubers that I've watched, They like to spread their feed out in the yard. Nothing wrong with that. But you got to remember one thing, that also brings predators, because them chickens ain't going to find all of that feed. That's going to bring in rodents, and that's going to start bringing in possums, raccoons, you name it, because they're hungry too. And once they start seeing, hey, this is a feeding ground. So when I let my chickens free range, they free range. That means they out there eating whatever they find from God. I don't sprinkle no food out there. And I only throw, like table scraps, I only throw enough table scraps that I know they're going to finish all of it. I don't throw a whole bunch. I even did a video that I threw some sandwich meat out there. I had more, but I wasn't putting it all out there because the stuff that they don't eat or they scratch into the ground somewhere, a possum going to smell it, a fox going to smell it. Somebody even just said a fox. All them other predators smell that, and they're hungry too. So once they like, I ate some bologna, that was pretty good. What's in the big box out here? Oh, chickens. I already showed y'all that video where I had that mess. So that's how that works. I would leave my chickens in the coop for about a week or two, because that way you need to let them stay in there long enough to get adjusted to the coop, know where everything is, know where all the food is, know where all the water is, know how to jump up on the poles and where all the poles. Let them figure out their options in there and then let them out. That way they start figuring out this is where safety is. This is where food is. We can survive in this. So they understand where home is once you leave them in there. Some people think it's cute to just leave the door open and let them come in and out as chick. But what you will find is when you get new chickens, some of them, they'll start roosting outside. If you got a pole like in your chicken run, they'll just start roosting outside. Don't do it. Don't do it, because that's like McDonald's sign sitting out there with the golden arches out there just beaming. That right there is like, this is where you about to get a fast food meal sitting up on this pole. That's a big giant sign telling them it's dinner time. So I make sure I don't let my chickens roost. I got roosts out there, but they understand now safety and security, food and water is inside the coop. So that's important to me. I know a lot of people do it different, but that's important to me. It really lessened my chances of having my chickens being killed, because I used to let them be outside and let them roost outside at my old house. I was replacing chickens. It was just a massacre. So I ended up changing that and building a coop, and I realized once I built the coop that now I'm not losing as many chickens, because most predators, they hungry, but they don't want to really work for the food. They got to be really desperate to work for it, because they got a feeling like this. Okay, me trying to get inside the coop and scratch the door off and digging up under the coop, that's using too much energy. That's using too much energy. I want a quick, easy meal. And there's some ducks sitting out there in the field. I'd rather just go pounce on a duck but trying to scratch into this chicken coop. They might not even have no chickens in it. So they think just like us. That's why you go to fast food places, because it's simple, it's easy. You don't want to go home and work to cook, so you end up going to a fast food restaurant. Animals ain't too much different than us. A lot of people think it is. They think pretty much like us. You know, they don't want to work too hard to eat either. So instead of them going on a hunt, they rather find some wounded animal or somebody slipping just like a thief. You know, this dude got his wallet hanging out the back of his pocket. I'm going to get him. All right, I'm going to go in here. Okay. I'm preparing to get some next month, P. Smith. Good. Everybody should have at least 2 chickens, because that's going to make you want more. Everybody think they hard to take care of. Man, chickens take care of themselves. They really do. Okay. Is foxes here? Is foxes here too, DJ Chin Chin? Fox, coyote, possum, raccoon. And to be honest with you, the fox and the coyotes ain't the ones to really be worried the most about. It's them possums and raccoons. Them the ones to be worried, what you should be worried about. Okay, Louisiana Garden Guru said we have coyotes over here, even dogs are not safe. Dogs and house cats will rip your doggone chickens apart. I'm telling you, the stuff that you think you be worried about, you thinking outside the box. That's good, but you need to be thinking inside the box too. A normal old house cat. What's in them tender victuals? The first ingredients, they say all natural. The first ingredients is chicken. Chicken. That cat wants some chicken meat. Plain and simple. Okay. Do my neighbors complain about the chickens? You know what, they don't, because I kind of keep them. I keep them kind of. Right now it look a mess out there, but I made it as neat as possible. Number one, and to be honest with you, I'm glad you asked me that, Essie, because here's the thing. You can't complain about nothing I do on my land, number one. Until you pay my land taxes and pay my mortgage, we can sit down and have coffee and talk about it, number one. Number two, I'm not trying to be an asshole and ruin nobody's neighborhood, because that's my property value too. Number two, here's my problem. I like dogs, so y'all don't get it twisted. I do like dogs. I do like cats. Scared of dogs, so don't get it twisted. Here's my thing, and I said this in another video. Your dog, a bird fly by, it's barking. Yeah, they keep their dogs out in the yard all around here. It's barking. I wake up. Car drive by. It's barking. I wake up. The doggone mailman come. It's barking. I wake up. So if your loud ass dog is out in the yard all barking in unison like it's the doggone symphony opera or something at night, in the middle of the night, when we supposed to be asleep now, let's keep this twist, let's keep this right. My rooster gonna crow a couple times in the morning and every blue moon throughout the day, when usually your ass should be at work. Don't come over here and talk about my chickens. And my chicken coop don't smell because I keep compost in there, I keep leaves in there, I keep grass. Y'all see me all year long throwing the leaves and the grass and the twigs and the sticks and stuff in there, right? Keep the smell down, because all that turns into natural earthy compost. But your dog running out in that yard and you ain't out there picking the boom up. That's that boom boom. You ain't picking the dog boom up and it's kicking it around and mixing it with the dust, and I can smell your dog from all the way over here. Because you too lazy to pick up after your own dog, and you telling me that my rooster crowing, man, I'll bite your ear off. I don't want to hear nothing like that. And to me, if people have right good sense, there should be no problem with you having chickens in your yard if you can have dogs in your yard. None. There should be zero problems with that. Because most people leave their dogs outside. Everybody ain't an awesome pet owner. Most people, that's why they buy dog houses, because they want the dog outside. You know why? Because they get sick of the dog pissing and shitting in the house too. Put the dog outside. You the kind of dog owner that I'm like, man, there shouldn't be no problem with animals then to me. So, I say go for it. I wouldn't worry, but listen, this, when is the right time to prune? Listen to this. For the chicken question about, I'm still on Essie's question about the neighbors and the chicken. Don't worry about your neighbors. Because when you need help, they ain't worried about you. Remember that. Remember that. Is that your alarm? Yeah, make it go off. So, they ain't worried about you when you in some trouble. So, do what you have to do for you and your family. They do what they do. This other neighbor got this Chihuahua that never shuts up. It's like a car alarm. And it don't seem like it would be annoying because it's just like yap, 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 yap. But damn it. That's some annoying stuff. And you worried about a rooster? Man, I'll set my rooster on your windowsill and let it crow. But for you tell me you have a problem with my chicken? Nah. My chickens give me eggs and breakfast and dinner. Can your dog do that? If it can, I'm pretty sure it's illegal. So, okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to, you know, when I get into chickens, I go in on that. Elisa Conde says, I also wanted to start raising chickens in the spring. What types of chickens are the best? We already got foxes, raccoons, rats, possums, and snakes. We have swamp in the woods on our property. Well, you can't always protect your chickens from everything. So let's get that in your head already, okay? You will take a loss sometime. That's just part of the game. But when you say what's the best chicken, it depends on what you're going for. Are you buying your chickens just for egg production? Are you buying your chickens because someday you want to turn them into meat? Or are you just buying your chickens because they're pretty? All of that makes sense. All of that is different subjects. Now, to me, a dual purpose, one of my favorites, Rhode Island Reds, pump out a lot of eggs. I like dual purpose birds, meaning you're going to give me breakfast in the morning and dinner when I'm ready. That means you're going to give me eggs, a lot of eggs, and when it's time to go, you're going to feed my family well. You're going to be a nice sized chicken to feed a family. So I like Rhode Island Reds, and Buff Orpington is my very favorite chicken. Buff Orpington, Rhode Island Red, White Leghorn. Those are high egg producing birds, and the meat, they give you a nice size bird. For eggs, Rhode Island Red, and a Leghorn, they pump out eggs like crazy. Yes, both. They do it all. So trust me, I don't get into a whole bunch of different kinds of birds because I'm not in it for that. But those are the ones that give me my dual purpose. And to be honest with you, it's almost dinner o'clock on them girls out there. It's bad. They ain't laying no more eggs. They eating a lot of food. And they taking up all this space and time. So they giving me breakfast. It's almost dinner o'clock. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but that's the reality of it. So I just wanted you to know I'm not in this to be cute. Okay. Let me go back in here. It's against the law in New Jersey to leave dog poop. Everybody have to pick up that poop. You know what, DJ Chin Chin? It's illegal everywhere. That don't stop people. You know what my job is? Everybody know what I do for a living, right? But here's the thing. You know what my worst time is? My worst. Yeah, everybody think it's the rain, it's the cold, it's the heat, it's the weather, right? That's what you would think it would be. That's not what I hate. I hate stepping in your dog's boom. Because what y'all don't realize is while I'm walking and my arms is full and I step in that crap, hey, Kinky Curl, I step in your dog's crap. See, you think, y'all see that mailman doing this little dance every blue moon? He ain't doing the floss. He ain't doing the latest craze dance. He's getting shit off his shoe. He is not doing the newest, what's the cha-cha slide. He is getting cha-cha crap off his shoe. So, that drives me the craziest for what I do for a living. Your dog, and you know what? True story, I was on a job the other day, about a week or so ago. And I watched this man just let his dog go straight to town right there in somebody else's yard, right? And I know where the man lived because this is the neighborhood that I deal with. I said, hey, you gonna get that man? You know he gonna go. I did it kindly and nicely. I said, you know he gonna have a fit if you just leave that there. Oh yeah, I was going to get it. Yeah, you should. You know why I did that? Because if it was me, man, we'd have a problem, number one. And number two, really, it was because if I step in that, me and you gonna have a problem. So I was worried about the homeowner too, but at the same time, if I step in these brand new shoes, my shoes is my livelihood for what I do for a living. If I step in that, we're going to have a problem. Because I seen what you did. That's a big old dog, and it's a lot of boom. That's going to cover the shoe. That's not going to be just on the bottom. That's going to touch the strings. I'm going to have a problem with you. So, it's illegal everywhere, but people still do it if they can get away with it. Just like stealing a candy bar. It's illegal. You can go to prison for a Snicker bar, but if people can get away with it, they're going to do it. That's what I told you in the last video. Humans is a trip. See, I've been on here too long already. 40 minutes. I said 30 minutes. I'm going to get off here. I hope I tried to answer as many questions as I could. Support the local 4-H club. Just order 50 meat chicks from them to raise. Okay, that's a good. You got 50 chicks? I hope you got enough space for that, Louisiana Garden Guru. That's a lot of birds. How do I know when it's time to bring them in for food? Bring chickens in for food? They'll tell you, one thing about chickens, they know everything already. You don't got to tell them nothing. If you overfeed them, if you give them food, they're going to eat it. So remember that. If you keep food out there, they're going to eat it till it's gone. So you kind of got to feed them sparingly. I used to fill up this, I got a whole 5-gallon drum thing that I built inside the coop. I don't fill that up no more because they'll eat that like this. I just put a little bit for the day in there, and if I know I'm going to be busy for the next 3 days, I put 3 days worth of food in there. That way, if you run out of food, you ate 3 days worth of food, all of y'all, I think y'all be all right. Okay. I have been, Donna D said, I've been looking around, and 2 chicken breeds that are kind of quiet are Black Australorps and Buff Orpingtons. Okay, in my own experience, Donna D, listen to me closely. Buff Orpingtons are my favorite because they're big, they pump out a lot of eggs, they like to sit on the eggs till they hatch. Number 1, that's a good thing. Remember that, okay? Number 2, I'm gonna send you my email, Essie. And number 3, they're super quiet. Now, as far as that Black Australorp, I'm gonna tell you something about them Black Australorps. I don't know if it's built in their DNA or what, but every time I've had them, I stopped messing with them. Them Black Australorps love eating their own eggs. They love eating everybody's eggs. And once you get a chicken start eating eggs, they don't want no more feed. They don't want no more to go out there and scratch around for food. Like I said, if they get an easy meal that's gonna give them all the protein and calcium that they need in that egg, just like that's why we want them, that's what they're gonna start eating. So I call them rogue chickens. Once you get a rogue chicken to start eating all the eggs, he got to become dinner because it will literally stop laying eggs and start eating not just its own eggs, but everybody else's eggs in the whole coop. That's a bad, nasty combination. Then you got egg smell. Once they start busting eggs all inside the coop, every animal in a 10-block radius is going to be coming to your house trying to figure out how can they get some eggs. You don't want that. That Black Australorp, in my own experience, is nothing but a troublemaker. I stay far away from them because you'll see if you get one, every video that I've seen, they always say, the Black Australorps, they'll start eating their own eggs, start destroying eggs. I stay away from them. Oh, they beautiful. They're beautiful birds. And they produce a lot of eggs. But once they start eating their own eggs, there's no stopping them. There is nothing you can do to make them stop. Nothing. You can put them off to the side by themselves for a while and then bring them back in it. You can't get it out of them. So, Infinity 8, I'm talking about these chickens now. Earlier, which I'm on here 45 minutes. Good God. I'm trying, y'all. I try. I just have so much. Let me tell y'all something. I have long videos, not because I just be trying to make a long video. I have so much fun talking to y'all and we talk back and forth and answering questions. This is how I talk if you were sitting here right next to me. So when I'm talking on a video, it's kind of like, I'm not talking like I'm the one that you need to be paying attention to. I try my best to go back and forth with you like we sitting around here all having some coffee. That's why I have long videos, and I'm sorry for that. It's just I have so much fun chilling with y'all that I go over all the time. I am going to cut this off. Buff Orpington is my favorite. I've had it for years. It has never let me down. Now, a Buff Orpington will go broody. That means they will stop laying eggs and want to sit on eggs to hatch them. That can be a problem if you want eggs every single day. All your Buff Orpingtons ain't going to go broody at the same time. But you got to remember that. And if they go broody, this is how you break that. Everybody, I've done everything. I've even had videos. A lot of farmers say, you dunk the broody hen in some cold water and she'll just snap right out of it. No, she won't. I've tried it several times, and after a while, I'm like, you know, damn, is this cruelty to animals? I keep dunking this chicken in cold water, and as soon as it dry out, it goes sit back on the eggs. Leave that chicken alone. You want to break a broody hen? I'm going to tell you how to break a broody hen. Break a broody hen naturally. Put fertilized eggs under her because, see, it's natural. It's in her DNA. You can't change her DNA. You put a fertilized egg under her instead of letting her sit on all these other eggs that's going to explode and rot under her. Put fertilized eggs under her. Let her sit on them. And you're going to get two good things come out of that. Number one, you're going to get a chicken. She ain't broody no more. And number two, you're going to get chicks, and she going to protect them with her life. You're going to get, so you don't got to buy no incubator. I've thought about buying another incubator, but I said, you know what? Nope. I just get me some Buff Orpingtons, and they naturally do it, and they know when to do it. You got a natural incubator that's going to give you 100% hatch rate for free. No electricity, no messing with the humidity, because if you ain't never hatched out any chickens, you don't know nothing about it. It's a pain in the ass. Making sure your temperature right. Making sure your humidity right. And don't let the lights blink out or something. Or the thermometer, the thermostat get a little bit too hot. Cook your eggs. Just by a couple of degrees higher, you be done killed the chick. I used to hatch eggs, and I know what it takes. Back then, I was a nurse, so I was off all week. I only worked 3 days a week, okay? So I could sit there and watch that thermostat for the next 30 days and make sure everything is okay. I ain't got that kind of time, and I'm pretty sure y'all don't either. A Buff Orpington will hatch those eggs for you, and you don't got to think about learning how to do that. Trust and believe that. So she's giving a Buff Orpington hen will give you